You totally fucked him, didn't you?
What?
Why else would you be getting home at 1:13 in the morning?
Why are you even still awake?
It wasn't good, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Spill.
The night started off fine. Dinner, drinks.
Okay, typical romantic movie setup, I like.
Yeah, and then he said, do you want to get out of here? And you know me, I'm not going to just jump into bed with somebody on the first date.
But desperate times call for desperate measures, yeah.
Yes.
This felt so real to me. I feel like I've had some of those nights, and I think it felt so real and so believable because the chemistry between the two friends felt very authentic, felt very grounded. The dialogue felt real to experiences I've had, and it felt very lived in. One of those classic, okay, spill kind of sessions as roommates are meeting up. And I think that it takes really grounded acting work, real chemistry between the actors to make that feel authentic. And I could see a full web series with these two characters navigating their time through the city and through romantic encounters.
Awkward Sexual Encounters was really cute and funny. I thought the characters were very likable. I liked the setting and how it started, and just how they had this conversation late at night about their encounters, and overall I thought it was really well done as a short film.
Watching Awkward Sexual Encounters, I really enjoyed the stylistic choices because I felt like they conveyed the real comfort and intimacy and lighthearted nature of the friendship between these two individuals who are having this conversation. And I think that overall the film to me was incredibly relatable because while these are very specific examples of awkward sexual encounters, we have all had one, or it jogs our memory of something that happened to us, and the idea of sharing it with our friends and going through this sort of ritual of debriefing after something like that has happened, and how I think what is also relatable is that we have an experience and then feel a certain way about it, but often need this sort of like validation of our peers, or to be able to share that with someone that we're close to and hear them also say to us, yeah, that was awkward, or yeah, that was weird, and to be able to laugh about it and reflect in a positive way despite it being an uncomfortable situation.
I really resonated with this just because that like dynamic of waiting up for your best friend or telling your best friend about a night like that, about an experience like that, on either one of their experiences, I think is definitely something that if you've been like single in your 20s at any point, or even into your 30s, that's something that you would do. That's what you would do. You would tell your best friend, because you gotta tell somebody. Like, the stories like that are too good to keep to yourself. But especially if you like happen to live with your best friend, which I did for many, many years. It's just, there is something about it. There is something about that kind of debrief, that kind of moment that you share, which I thought they did really, really well. They pulled off that dynamic. They pulled off that moment really, really well. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny. I thought it was well done.
They're two likable characters. They're talking about life. They're doing it in the friendly man-to-woman fashion that's refreshing. That indeed, there can be intimacy about intimate relations, and yet be at the level of friends. So, yeah, I enjoyed it.
This was delightful. Just really great natural back and forth and rhythm between these two. It all felt just real and believable, but also just slightly heightened, but not into the realm of ridiculous or anything. Again, you can just believe this conversation is just going on between two really witty and charismatic people. It definitely kept you engaged the whole time. It's great writing and great dialogue. And really good performances all around. Just a good one.
I really enjoyed Awkward Sexual Encounters. I wouldn't call it a genre, but it's like a subtype of comedies, I feel like, where it's people in their late 20s, early 30s, and like in the dating scene, because I feel like there's so much that can go wrong, and we definitely see that in this piece. I love that they're in this guy's parents' basement. I think that's great. I think it's a great setup, and it definitely had a great play out. I also think it was really fun to have this guy-girl roommate type dynamic, and it paid off really well. Really great acting, great comedic timing. I love the story, but you could probably already tell that because I love this type of story. But overall, it came together as a really great piece. I could definitely see the possibility of extending this and making it more, or like a mini series of just these horrible sexual encounters. Honestly, that would be really, really fun to watch. But really well done, really enjoyable.